Michel Platini. His name resonates through football history. He was not merely a player, he was a conductor, an architect of the game. He controlled the midfield with grace and intelligence. His vision was extraordinary. He saw passes others could only dream of. The ball obeyed his commands. He made football look easy, effortless, beautiful. He was a true number 10. Platini was born to create and to score. He found the net with astonishing regularity. For a midfielder, his goal tallies were remarkable. He scored crucial goals, match-winning goals, goals that brought trophies to his clubs and to his nation. He possessed a rare combination, the elegance of a playmaker and the killer instinct of a striker. This made him unique. This made him a legend. This essay explores his journey from a small town in France to the very summit of world football. We will look at his formative years, the influences that shaped him. We will relive his greatest triumphs, the moments that defined his career. It is a story of immense talent, of relentless ambition, and of a profound love for the game. His impact was deep. We begin by understanding his importance. Why does Platini still matter? He represented a certain ideal of how football could be played, with artistry, with flair, but also with ruthless efficiency. He inspired millions. Young players emulated his style, coaches studied his movement, his influence extended beyond his playing days, into the very fabric of the sport. Michel François Platini entered the world on June 21, 1955. His birthplace was Joffre, a modest industrial town in northeastern France. His family had Italian heritage. His father, Aldo Platini, was a footballer himself and later became a director at AS Joffre. Football was woven into Michel's earliest memories. It was a language spoken fluently in his home. He breathed football from day one. Young Michel was rarely seen without a ball. The streets of Joffre were his first training ground. He played with an innate understanding. His talent was evident even as a small boy. He was not physically imposing, but his technical skill was exceptional. His father, Aldo, provided guidance. He taught him discipline and instilled a tactical awareness. These lessons were vital for his development. His first formal steps in football were with AS Joffre, where his father was his coach. Aldo was demanding. He pushed Michel to think, to anticipate, to use his intelligence on the pitch. This focus on the mental side of the game became a hallmark. Platini learned to read situations, to find space where none seemed to exist. This footballing brain set him apart. He understood the geometry of the field. In 1972, as Nancy recognized his potential, Platini signed for them. He was still a teenager. The transition was not always smooth. He battled injuries and faced doubts, but his resolve was strong. He led Nancy to a significant triumph, the Coupe de France in 1978. This victory announced his arrival. A new star was rising in French football. The nation began to take notice. Platini's journey continued upwards. In 1979, he joined AS Saint-Étienne. This was a bigger club with greater expectations. He embraced the challenge and flourished under the pressure. In 1981, he guided them to the French League Championship. His influence was undeniable. He was the team's creative heart. His performances attracted attention from the giants of European football. The continent was aware of this French maestro. The call from Italy came in 1982. Juventus, one of the world's most prestigious clubs. Serie A was then the pinnacle of league football. This was where Platini cemented his legendary status. He adapted quickly to the demanding Italian game. He became Le Roi, the king. With Juventus, he won numerous trophies, 2 Serie A titles, the European Cup Winners' Cup, and the coveted European Cup in 1985. His era in Turin was golden. For the French national team, Platini was a colossus. The 1984 European Championship was his masterpiece. Played on home soil, France, captained by Platini, was irresistible. He scored an incredible 9 goals in 5 matches. This record remains unbroken. He scored with his right foot, his left foot, his head. He scored free kicks. He led France to their first major international trophy. He carried the hopes of a nation and delivered glory. His individual brilliance was consistently recognized. He won the Ballon d'Or 3 times in a row in 1983, 1984, and 1985. This unprecedented feat underlined his supremacy. He was, quite simply, the best player in the world. His free kicks were iconic, works of art. Struck with precision and power, goalkeepers knew what was coming, but often, they were helpless. He was a complete attacking midfielder. As a player, Platini redefined his position. He was a number 10, but he was more than that. He combined the vision of a traditional playmaker with the goal-scoring prowess of a forward. He demonstrated that a midfielder could dominate matches, not just by creating, but by finishing. He inspired countless young footballers. They dreamed of playing with his elegance, his intelligence, his decisiveness. He changed how the game was perceived. After retiring from playing, Platini coached the French national team. He then transitioned into football administration. He rose to become the president of UEFA in 2007. He had ambitious ideas for European football. He introduced financial fair play, an attempt to curb excessive spending by clubs. He also championed the expansion of the European Championship, allowing more nations to participate, to share the big stage. His administrative career was significant. His tenure as UEFA president was not without its difficulties. There were notable achievements, but controversies eventually arose. His administrative career ended unexpectedly, with a ban from football-related activities. This was a complex and unfortunate conclusion for a man who had given so much to the sport. It highlighted the intricate challenges of governance in global football, a somber note in a celebrated life. Despite the later complexities, his footballing genius is untarnished. The memories of his play remain vivid, the sublime passes, the breathtaking goals, the effortless control. Michel Platini was an artist on the pitch, a true legend whose contributions transformed the game. His influence is still felt in the way modern midfielders operate, in the reverence with which his name is spoken. His legacy as a player is secure, forever etched in football's heart.